Ciao, ciao. Welcome. If you are new, welcome back. If you are returning, thank you so much for being here. To my channel, my name is Zoe. This is Divinity Within Me, where we together dive a little deeper to connect to the divine that is within each one of us and receive some messages, receive some answers, some downloads as I like to call them, and get some clarity about what's kind of going on in the world right now, how planetary transits and aspects are affecting us, and how we can use this for our empowerment. Yeah. Thank you for being here. As always, everybody who shows up has an energetic pull or inspiration towards what is coming through, and there's a message for everybody. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Remember, this is a general read regarding this full blood moon, flower moon, lunar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius. So if you're new here, basically I do like energetic ranting of sorts to start off with before I actually pull cards, before I do the readings. Why do I do this? To help give people some clarity, to give you guys some tune in as to what's going on. If you are a returning subby, I love you, I appreciate you, thank you for being here. If you have not liked, subscribed, or commented on this video or any other videos, please do so. It helps everybody get messages and spread the word, the community of sorts. Okay, so what's going on? We have so many definitions of what this is, right? We have this, my frankincense is getting crazy. We have this full moon, right? What is full moon? A full moon is basically a culmination point, right? A lunar cycle is one full cycle, which starts with a new moon. The full moon is directly in the middle, and then another new moon. And that's one lunar cycle. So we're dead center of a lunar cycle when we hit a full moon, right? So what is the flower moon about? The flower moon is generally the moon what we call the moon that is in May. What is the reason for this? Because May is when everything is blossoming. April, they say April showers bring May flowers, right? So this is just the time where everything is blooming, everything is blossoming, life and color is coming about. Yeah, that's why so much color here. So there's the explanation for the full moon, for the flower moon. The blood moon, what does this mean? So blood moon, supermoon, let's go with the supermoon. Supermoon is when the moon is the closest to our earth. And this is actually the closest full moon, a supermoon, that will be all of 2021. So it will look bigger and brighter than ever. What does the blood moon mean? Generally, this is very typical to happen when we're going in lunar eclipses. What does this mean? It means that the sun and the moon are in alignment to where it's blocking out the light, so it appears to be dark or shadow, look like a black moon. And the external light that is being casted, that is coming out around the moon, tends to make the moon glow in such a way that's like an orange, a burnt orange, or red, you know, so resembling blood. Okay, so some basic explanations of what all of these names or definitions are about this moon. What is the other thing that's happening? We are having a full lunar eclipse. Again, that's the moon blocking out, but we're having a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. What does this mean? Sagittarius is a sign of expansion, a sign of knowledge, a sign of understanding, a sign of wanting more. Yeah, like wanting to get into more, wanting to explore more, understanding per se. Sagittarius is where the South Node sits currently. What does this mean? This means a couple of things, guys. Right now we just had Saturn go retrograde 2 days ago, and I'll speak about that after I explain a little bit more about the eclipse in Sagittarius. So the South Node, where Sagittarius sits currently, is representatory of our past, right? Where our South Node lays in our chart is represents what we did in a past life, what is involving in our past, right? And our North Node is where we're heading, right? What needs to happen, what our life's purpose mission is. If you want to check out your charts, you can check that out. So what does this mean? It means right now for this lunar eclipse and for full moon is a culmination point. So it is a completion point. It is time for us to reach the point of knowing that this is it. This isn't it forever, but this is it for whatever circumstances we're dealing with at this current time. So again, what does that mean? It simply means we are reviewing things that are in the past, whether it be job, partnerships, any type of relationships that we have, whether it's family, love, work, whatever. We're reviewing things over the past 6 months since the last lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. We're basically reviewing what we did not tend to then, what we need to reevaluate, and what we need to address. Okay? So just a couple days ago, Saturn went into retrograde. What does that mean? It's essentially meaning like a planet is moving, appears to be moving in a backwards state, right? So what does this mean? It gives us an opportunity to reconvene with things from the past, and it doesn't always have to be like from the far past. It can be from the recent past, in the last 6 months. In the last 6 months to last year and 6 months, right? January, February to like January, February this year, or January, February of last year. Things that are basically coming back around. So basically, Saturn is ruling planet of Capricorn. This is all about, I have to get everything in order, it's about contraction. So it's about the work that needs to be done. It's about what has to be put in, what we're putting off, what we're ignoring. We need to actually get all of this stuff in motion. We need to get all of this stuff going. So this could mean we are revisiting old relationships. This could also mean we're ending relationships. It could be either side. Remember, energy is fluid, so take what is resonating for you. So whether this is where I'm realizing this job is now not for me, or this partnership is not for me, or this place is not for me, whatever it is, you're gonna have a realization. It doesn't necessarily mean it's ending. It could also mean something new is beginning. But remember, beginnings also tend to start with endings. So something that ended previously might not have been sorted out, and it could be time for a restart of these things as well. So keep that in mind. So that's what's going on with Saturn before this eclipse of things need to happen. Everything is coming into awareness. And in a couple more days, we're going to have Mercury go retrograde. Why does everybody talk so much about Mercury retrograde? Because when this planet which is planet of communication. Gemini is ruler, which is where the North Node is. When Mercury goes retrograde, we feel the effects of it the most, right? And normally it goes retrograde, I think like 3 times a year for about 3 weeks at a time. But we feel a foreshadow period of like 5 days to a week prior and after. So you probably could already be feeling it. I've been having my own runabout with it, let's just say. So what does this mean? It's not bad. It's, again, giving us a chance to go back and reevaluate things that we have been putting off, that we haven't attended to, maybe because it is dealing with North Node versus South Node, right? Because it's dealing with this, it's most likely meaning that we need to have these talks. We need to actually start something new. We need to have the talk with our boss saying, I need a raise, or I need to quit, or we need to have that conversation with our partner saying, you know what, I'm not into it when you do this, or you know what, you're not in alignment with the next chapter of my life. And thank you for this beautiful time, but it's time to have these talks. It's time to make that which is becoming so present in our mind, in our thought process, and it's time to address these things, okay? So within the next bit of time, right, Mercury goes retrograde for 3 weeks, you are going to be faced with all of these things, and you are going to want to address all of these things, all of these conversations that you haven't had, that need to be had, that now is the time, guys. So there's a little spiel of what is going on planetarily wise. How can we use this to best help us? So we can use this to help us to succeed to our best advantage by actually going back and looking at these things that we need to address, that we haven't been addressing, that we've been putting off, you know? Maybe we didn't get closure for something, you know, whether it's a relationship or somebody, something, some job, some whatever, and we need to revisit it. And we need to decide, is this really for us? Is this not for us? And we need to speak on it. And we need to be very in tune to our intuition at this time, and really, really go for addressing it. We need to stop skipping around the mulberry bush. It's what keeps coming in my mind, like, you know, ringing around, going around and around and around in circles. We need to address these things. We need to come out with the full truth, honesty, and address them, and not be afraid to address them about what can happen, because what we do now is the next cycle we are setting forth. So do we want to keep cycling in this old cycle of where we were not making enough money, where we were not receiving the love that we needed in a relationship, you know, whether it be family or interpersonal, it doesn't matter. We must address it now. If we do not like the way something is going, or how somebody is acting, or the results of whatever, we must address it. If we do not, this is what's going to continue for a long time. So, just really keep that in mind. It's really important to communicate and address these things. Okay, I just needed that. I'm gonna get my frankincense going here. I have to keep turning it. But I love it. I absolutely adore this smell. It's great for cleansing, and it's much easier to come by than sage, much better for the environment than Palo Santo, even though I love both of these things. Okay guys, so that is my energetic planetary tune-in and messages that need to come through. Attend to these things in the upcoming week, upcoming weeks, whatever. Okay. So let's start. Let's pull some cards. I'll timestamp this, by the way, so if you guys want to skip ahead, it's fine. What oracle cards are we using today? Okay. And yeah. Okay. Just made this beautiful pendulum, by the way. These are great little, it's a great little modality to be able to use as yes or no, as a directional pull, as what is kind of going on. So first we'll use these cards. I think they're Wisdom of the House of the Night. The Moon, of course. So what are we completing? Now's a great time to do some full moon rituals. Write down anything that is no longer serving us. Write it down and burn it under the full moon. Release it. Important. Really, really important exercise. Okay. Thank you, universe, source, creators, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, aliens, whoever is transmitting these messages for the collective out of love, light, and the highest purpose and well-being for the collective. Messages, please, and thank you. What do we need to hear for this full moon? First card, Fragment. Second card, Summon. Third card, Success. One more, okay. Cycles. All right. So I'm still learning a lot about these cards. I'm not going to read each one of them because it's already a long video. But intuitively, I'm going to tune in to each one of them. Fragment. Okay, it's time. This is 15, so this is an energy of 6. 6 is about giving and receiving. So it's time to, I would say, to give attention to the things that we've been putting off. That way we can actually receive the things that we are asking for, that we are manifesting, that we are hoping for, right? That we are summoning, that we are calling in. This is 13, so this is the energy of 4, which is forward movement, forward progression. So we're calling this in. So we're setting, words are spells, that's why it's called spelling. So we're basically setting this up. We're creating these spells. We're casting the spell out there, asking for these things that we are calling in. Success. We will have success in this. 39. Look at that. Congratulations. This is the energy of 3. So this is really about congratulations on having success in these manifestations. 3 is a number of manifestations. So we are summoning in this manifestation after we are realizing what we are missing or what we need to attend to in order, what we need to give attention to in order to receive that which we're calling in. And cycles, 37, which is 10. So this is beginnings and endings. Look at these lunar cycles, which is super beautiful. This means that there is cycles and phases in everything. This is what it means to me anyways. There's cycles and phases in everything. And with cycles and phases, we have to understand sometimes things have to end in order to begin. Yeah? There's no place like home. Some of you guys could be moving, you could be changing. To me, because this is 50, this is the energy of 5. 5 is an inevitable change. This means it's really time, what I'm hearing, it's really time to focus within and find that home is where the heart is, right? So we need to focus on internal issues. We need to focus on what is our home, what is our love, what is fulfilling our heart. Are we taking care of ourselves? Are we telling the partner or the family member or the boss or the work associate or whatever? Are we expressing to them how we feel, what we need? Are we putting ourselves second, or are we, not in a selfish manner, making sure that we come first? Yeah, yin. I don't know if you can see this. Yin. The yin is about the feminine energy, right? Are we going to our dark, to our shadows, to our depths? Are we nurturing these things? Are we giving attention to them? Messages for the collective, please and thank you. What do they need to know during this time? What do they need to know during this time? Please and thank you. What do we need to know during this time? Messages for us, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Okay. This one, I feel like there's more. Serendipity. Follow the sign. That's what brings luck. That is what is going to get you where you need to go. Go the distance. Move towards the finish line. Move towards what you want. Messages for the collective, please and thank you. Someone wants to come out. Buy the book. 11. Here I see 3 elephants moving. 11 is a master number, but I see 3 elephants. They are moving together. We'll get some clarification on these. They're moving together, they're herding together, they're making movements. 11 is a twin number. This is partnership. Some of you guys could be starting a new family, a new partnership. Could be getting pregnant. Deep knowing. So now is a great time to do some reflection, to do some meditation during this full moon. And really ask the question, ask the guides. You have guides, angels, whatever, always there, willing to ask or willing to help you and assist you. But you have to ask and be clear and be specific about the information that you're wanting to know so they can answer it. Unfinished symphony. So this could be about things that you're revisiting, things that you haven't started, things that need to come to a completion with the 10. Okay. Let's get, wants me to pull 2 from here. Messages, please and thank you. The cow, nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. What was I just saying? You cannot get anything if you don't Ask. You cannot receive if you don't ask. And if you do not know what you want, you cannot bring clarity to that. Letting go. In order to get something new, you have to let go of old things, yeah? Letting go. Look at that, 44. Another master number. So let go of things that are not serving you. Let go of, okay, one more. Once 3, not 2. Only 2 initially. Have to let go. Things that are no longer serving you. That is the truth. Bottom of the deck energy. That is the truth. Truth or trust? Truth. Truth. And the last card is the dog. The dog is all about loyalty, sincerity, and unconditional love. So let go of anything or anyone, whether this is work, person, people, whatever. Let go of anything or anyone that is not serving this or being of service to this, that is not showing love. If you have to stay in and take a nap or take care of yourself or be away from people or go out and rage or whatever you got to do it. Freaking do it, man. That's where it's at. That's where you need to be at. That's what you need to be doing. Okay, let's get some clarification here. Okay. Okay, so I get it. So this one is for this one. Clarification on the fragment. Clarification on the fragment. Yeah, your wishes cannot be fulfilled. We have the star, Aquarius energy. Your wishes cannot be fulfilled. Your hopes, your dreams cannot be fulfilled if there's still pieces or parts that haven't been attended to. Clarification on the summons. The Four of Earth. What are you holding on to that you need to let go of? And what do you want to be calling in? Because in order to call in things, sometimes we have to let things go in order for new things to come in. Yeah? What are you calling in? Or what is a hope or a dream that you're holding on to that you're really ready to let go of some other stuff in order to call this in? Clarification on success, please. Clarification on success, please. Thank you. The Eight of Water. This is like the Eight of Cups. So success comes when we can move away from things that are no longer serving us, right? We have to move away from these things. That's really what the Eight of Cups is. It's about, we find the treasure within when we walk away from things that aren't serving us, when we walk away from what isn't best for us. Clarification on cycles, please and thank you. Clarification on cycles, there we have it. Messenger of Fire. So we need to tap back into what is our real passion? What have we been putting off? What have we not attended to? Who have we not attended to? Whether it be ourself, our health, or whatever it is, we need to give our hope, our dream, our passions. We need to put this back into cycle and take all the other stuff, the fear and all this other stuff, kind of out of this cycle, out of this passage. And let's get some clarification on these ones, guys. Clarification on Serendipity, please. So, to me, when I see this card, Serendipity, it means really pay attention to things. Like some things, not everything is happening by coincidence. And the more you pay attention to the signs and signals, the more amazing things like this will come to you and present themselves in your life. Yeah, be open to the things that are here to be offered. Don't be so stuck on the things that did not work out. So let this be a lesson. What didn't work out, let it go so we can move forward. Clarification on go the distance. Wow, that one came right out. Stop making judgments to others. Stop making judgments to yourself. Go the distance. Do what it takes, guys. Clarification on buy the book. So 2 of Cups. So the buy the book was an 11. So this is like partnership. Remember duality. I said maybe you guys are coming into a relationship. Maybe you're birthing a new idea, a new concept, maybe a new baby. 2 of Cups. This is love. Not everything goes, so not everything always needs to go by the book. Sometimes we can trust and stop making judgment on how we think things should be or how we think they need to be, and allow them to just come into fruition the way that they will. Another clarification on this, please. Yeah. It means there's a different path. Some of you guys could be traveling to go somewhere. Some of you guys could have a partner from another place in the world, and it could be a long journey, like these elephants moving on this journey. Could be a long journey to get there. Could have already been a long journey between you guys. Let's get one more clarification on this, please. I'm interested. Ace of Swords. Yes. Taking action towards a new beginning, new thoughts, right? Something that you thought might not, something that you thought might never have happened, may be happening. You may be getting some communication. Somebody may be making action, may be reaching out. Whether this is you or somebody else to you, we're about to find out. But cool. We'll go deeper on this. I'm going to do, I'm called to do love readings, and I've been putting it off because I've literally had so much going on, but we'll get into it, okay? Clarification on deep knowing. Some of you might know it's time to either contact somebody, or you might know that this message, you've been waiting to receive this message. Clarification. Yeah. You guys are ready for it. You could be intuitively feeling it. Queen of Cups. This is someone who is very intuitive, very in tune with her emotions, very loving. One more clarification, please. One more clarification. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is very, very well thought out words and actions. So you could be, someone could have been thinking about this for a very long time, and how to approach it and when to approach it and why. And being very, look at her. She's super, yep. She's waiting for the wind to blow the right way to make the action. And remember, in tarot, energy is fluid, so this doesn't necessarily mean it's female. It's just that energy of feminine energy, of this like nurturing, motherly, like putting your foot down, like the yin energy, right? Addressing these things that haven't been addressed. Unfinished symphony. Clarification on this, please. 6 of Cups. So this could be somebody returning from the past. This could be a past soulmate. This could be somebody from a past lifetime coming back that wants to offer this loyalty or show this loyalty. This could also be you needing to complete something from the past with somebody from the past. Remember, it can go either way. Take it as it resonates. Clarification, please. Wow, okay, I would say there is an unfinished symphony because somebody from the past, something ended very abruptly with somebody from the past, okay? 6, someone from the past. Tower, something that ended, something that crumbled, you know, unfinished symphony. was over before it was a thing, right? Why do I say this is a person coming back from the past or a past life? Because the Lovers is the third card. So this could be you or somebody else reaching out to rectify this situation, to make the situation better, or for closure. I would say we have the Emperor energy. I would say for a lot of you, this is somebody that is ready to start something new, to start anew, to start something fresh with you guys. And like I said, there's total role reversal. This could be you guys ready to do this. If you've been wondering, questioning, and feeling the prompting, this is your prompting. And 3535 was a number that just popped up. I'll finish here real quick. Let's get some clarification on the cow, please. So you're having a hard time with abundance, with asking and receiving. You need to make a decision. The Two of Swords. You need to make a decision. You need to take off the blindfold and make a decision. You know, somebody's been waiting for a long time, so somebody needs to take action. Don't always put it off on the other person. You guys could have been, or somebody else could be, Seven of Pentacles, have been working on this for a long time, have been planting and nurturing, you know, letting it grow, letting things heal, time happen, everything. And clarification on letting go, please. Clarification on letting go, please.